Alright folks, today we're diving into the big secret reveal of a couple. In a remote office, Julie is watching footage and suddenly uncovers a huge secret. Just like that, 6 years of secrets popped like a balloon, and that night, the couple kicked off their own little family theater. How are you? I've missed you. Me too. Sounds like they're competing on who misses who more, but as soon as Julie turns around, Peter pours himself a drink, ready for dinner. Peter secretly hides a knife, not realizing Julie brought a giant one. Peter, startled, jumps up to play chef, but hilariously, before he can cut the meat, Julie has a new scheme in mind. Julie's steak puts Peter in a real pickle. Despite chewing as if he's grinding metal, he can't swallow it, and ends up expelling it like a magician. Determined to take the offensive, Peter pours Julie a glass of wine like a movie hero, but accidentally shatters the bottle. Wow, his intuition was spot on. Julie quickly reacts and tosses the wine bottle, leading to a comical bottle swap. Unfortunately, it was too late. Peter was like a cute little rabbit sending flowers. Here is a gun for you. Peter bounces to the study like he's delivering a birthday present to a kid. He desperately wants to ask Julie face to face, but ends up chasing her wherever she goes. A priceless and hilariously absurd oops, Peter accidentally gave Julie's car bullet baptism. Julie was furious and hit the gas like a race car driver heading straight for Peter. Despite this, Peter tries to explain, but Julie won't give him a chance, leading Peter to crash through the window, creating a very But the next second, Julie jumps out of the car while Peter looks for a complaint refuge. The shock of the truth keeps him wide awake while Julie's liquor fails to ease her nerves too. The next morning, Julie rolled in with the crew for a house raid, and when Peter returned home, he thought, well, my treasure armory is gone. Furious, Peter punches the air, feeling like he's playing badminton with invisible opponents. Since Julie was the first to strike, Peter decided to hop onto a free ride and sneak into her company building. The alarm system went off like it was reciting a penance, and Julie commanded her team to shred the files. Peter drops in, seeing Julie escape faster than a rabbit, and silently exclaims, now that's some just when he had the chance to act, he couldn't bring himself to do it, and watched helplessly as Julie slipped away. Peter rummaged through the incinerator, and sure enough, found information about Julie's hiding spot on a partially burnt paper like a true detective. So, he disguised himself as a construction engineer to sneak into the building, only to be halted halfway up. Julie's trap was like a bad fishing luck. Peter watched the surveillance footage, seeing how she toyed with him, feeling utterly helpless. But Peter, stuck in the muck, still pretended to be tough. Julie just wanted to take him on. However, one of her henchmen accidentally pressed the bomb button, and the elevator took off instantaneously. Julie crazily dashed out of the construction site, but it was all too late. The plot had flipped on its head. That night, Julie arrived solo at the hotel where Peter proposed, tears rolling down as she realized all of this was for love. Suddenly, familiar hands filled her glass, and the storm clouds cleared instantly. Peter had foreseen everything, ready with a backup plan, cleverly evading the cameras. Even though Peter was unscathed, the cat and mouse game continued, so he invited Julie to dance once more. Once again, they kicked off an underground battle, with Peter easily disarming the flying knife strapped to Julie's leg. But Julie immediately retaliated, disarming Peter's ankle gun, and they launched into a full-on marriage debate. Peter accused Julie of using marriage as a cover, but Julie shot back that she was the one she had been running from. Suddenly, Julie cancelled the deal, darting to the upstairs bathroom, while John smartly followed her. But as soon as Julie entered, boom. Peter was stunned, and an old man nearby warned him about her taking sound. Peter, sensing trouble, quickly tossed his jacket into the trash bin. Moments later, it erupted into a fiery disaster. Clearly, Julie wanted to kill two birds with one stone, and an infuriated Peter sped towards home. He dialed her up with the calmness of a single dog, telling Julie to come home for a resolution, but after regaining his chill, he struck back. Peter told Julie he never saw her as a cover. He married her simply because he liked her, and she retorted with a laugh, believing that only one could win this love battle. Just when Peter made it to the front door, Julie was already waiting, crashing her car into his. Defeated, he sneaked into the backyard. Unbeknownst to him, Julie was already lying in wait at the door. Peter had to retreat strategically, quietly shattering the upstairs window, making sure no one was around before sneaking in. He pulled out a gun hidden behind a wall painting, like he opened Alvin's secret, and Peter began searching the whole building. Peter cautiously held a mirror to peek around the stairwell's blind spots, accidentally provoking Julie instead. He pretended to be injured and then countered. Julie unleashed her potential, trying to escape through the wall, but Peter elegantly dodged every move. Just as Peter prepared to line up his shot, he accidentally knocked over a teacup. It seemed like a reversal, but it was just an unintentional blunder. Julie opened fire upon discovering, forcing Peter to retreat to the kitchen, but his sturdy clay-style fridge stood like a fortress, safeguarding him.